Hey guys, welcome back. I want to take up a book today. It's called The One Thing by Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. For those who don't know, Gary Keller is the founder of one of the largest brokerage companies in the world called Keller Williams out of the US. But they've got offices and representations in, I think, 30 plus countries, okay? Disclaimer, I used to work at Keller Williams, but that's not the only reason why I'm bringing this book out. This is a very, very, very good book. I've seen results come out of this for a lot of people, and I would highly recommend that you read this book, talk about this book. And if this video helps, then I'd also recommend hitting the like, subscribe, and bell icon and sharing it with others because they might also be able to benefit. If you have read this book and you've benefited from this book, then I'd love to hear from you. I know a lot of me and my colleagues who read this book, we benefited in the beginning, okay? So there is a theory or there is a principle that the authors talk about in this book. And essentially speaking, what they say is, look, focus on one thing at a time because that focus can actually bring immensely great results. Now, I'm going to say I'm a victim of this, but I'm guilty, I will say, of this. Alhamdulillah, may Allah make it easy for me. Not guilty, but yeah, I fall into this thing as well of trying to do too many things at the same time. And a lot of times, I don't know if it's our brain that is wired to go to push us towards doing a lot of things, or is it because the way things are built today, that we're wired to do a lot of things. Like if I go back to looking at how my parents were or my father is, I didn't see him do a lot of things at the same time. Maybe just the way he was. But I didn't see a lot of people around him also doing a lot of things. Like, you know, they had their one job or their one business, and that's how it was. But whereas today it's like one person's doing a lot of things, right? You know, from a business perspective, job perspective, and so on and so forth. And we feel that doing a lot of things can get us more success, but in some cases, it's the exact opposite. Do you think? Do you agree? Maybe not. And there was this English saying when we were growing up: "The rolling stone gathers no moss." What it essentially means, like I figured out many years. I think I figured out a few years earlier only what this actually means. You know, when a stone is sitting in one place, if it's there, then moss, I think mold is going to start accruing on it. But if it's continuously rolling, moss is not going to accrue on it, which means, I think it means that if you consider moss to be a good thing, then you're not going to get any moss, because you're constantly moving from here and there. But of course, if moss is not a good thing, then you don't want any of it, right? Coming back to this book, okay, Jay Papasan and Gary Keller, they quote one study that was done by somebody called Lorne Whitehead, who wrote in the American Journal of Physics in 1983. He discovered that domino falls could not. So you know what a domino is, right? You've seen a domino. It's like that, a little domino. And there's some very nice videos of a lot of elaborate domino designs where they make one domino fall and then it goes on to fall a lot of dominoes. This study by Lorne Whitehead in 1983 in the American Journal of Physics, essentially speaking, he said like one small domino could actually eventually topple something that's 50 times. Like imagine this domino is like this big and this is the other domino like 50 times bigger. This domino can actually topple a domino this big, okay? And I don't know if you can see this. This is the picture of that domino, right? And then there was somebody who actually did this study, okay? In 2001, a physicist from San Francisco Exploratorium reproduced the experiment, okay? To take one domino, okay? To take one domino and topple a domino 50 times its size. Now, the question is, can you guess how many dominoes that this domino had to topple the 50 times the size domino? Maybe 10, 20, 30, 40? No, only 8. Only 8 dominoes. Can you think about it? So Domino 1, topple domino 2, domino 2, topple domino 3, 3, domino topple 4, 5, 6, 7, boom. The 8th domino, 50 times bigger than the first one, is easily toppled because there is this momentum with each domino that accrues, which goes to say that when we talk about monetary, financial success, spiritual success, intellectual success, you're only one small domino away. So your focus literally should be on that one domino. The only difference is that you've got to figure out which domino it is. That's the challenge, in my opinion, okay? Whether you're an entrepreneur, real estate agent, no matter what you're doing, the challenge is going to be to figure out what's that one thing that you must topple to be able to get there, right? That's the one thing that you really need to figure out. If you can figure that out, you're going to be on your way, okay? So I wanted to share that with you, with a lot of people who are in that period where they're doing a lot of things and they feel frustrated, including myself, because I've got a lot of things happening as well. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah is a Arabic phrase where you praise Allah and say all praise is due to Allah, and it's a form of saying thanks in all situations, okay? And I recommend this book highly. Obviously, it's called The One Thing. It's really, really, really super easy to get your hands on. Like, you can just go to Amazon, type in The One Thing. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it from one of the main malls in Dubai. Any of the bookstores generally have them. But if you want to save yourself the trip and not go to a mall just to get this book, just order it on Amazon. It should cost you like between maximum 50 to 60 dirhams. But, you know, it's going to be more than worth it, okay? And remember, 20% of your effort is going to get you 80% of the result. So that small domino is going to help you topple that 50 times its size domino. So keep at it, keep going. Don't give up. Focus. Bye for now.